Hey guys, it's Vince and Drew with Power 5 Fanatics, and we're going into the conference championship games, Drew,
Yep.
and we decided to go ahead and do our picks for the week, and not exactly the way I like to do it, Drew, because I like where you have 40 games to choose from to pick five,
Right.
but that's not the way it works. When there's only
When
five,
there's five conferences,
Yeah.
you gotta, and you
Right.
want to pick five games. Well, guess what? You're picking every game.
yeah.
So
So that's what we did. And disclaimer: this is for entertainment purposes only. Gamble at your own risk. Last week was not a good week for us.
no.
It happens in when you're picking games. Overall, the last 4 weeks, Drew, we're still at a 13 win, 6 loss, and 1 push.
Not bad.
So not
Especially
bad.
after last week, we went 1-4. Started off pretty hot. We got
Yeah.
the very first game we picked, which was a Friday game.
Yeah, and then Saturday was a disaster. But
TCU West Virginia, and then Saturday you just didn't go
But
as planned. So
that's how gambling is. And
Yeah.
over the last month, we've done pretty good. Hopefully, we're going to do good this week. So we're going to start off with the Pac-12 championship. They're playing this in Santa Clara, California, which I would assume is where the 49ers play, and right outside of San Francisco.
right.
Anyways, Utah, Oregon. Oregon is getting 6.5, and we do like Oregon getting the points, the 6.5 points in this game. Oregon's offense has been pretty consistent the last second half of the season. It's been more their defense is, it's been a little shaky. It hasn't been as consistent, I
Right.
think, and I just think they're going to score enough, Drew, on Utah. I mean, I know Utah's defense has been really great this year, but I think they're going to score enough where they can keep it within that touchdown.
Yeah, and if you saw our other video that we posted, our eliminator, we kind of talked a little bit about who we vision seeing in the playoffs, when it's all said and done, when the dust settles. I actually picked Oklahoma to get in over Utah, so I'm actually expecting Utah to potentially lose this game.
I think they're going to win. I just don't think they're going to cover.
Yeah.
I think Utah will win, but I think it will be close.
Yeah, it will be close. Yeah.
And, Oregon's got a lot on the line, too. I mean, Pac-12 championships don't just grow on every tree. So,
Yeah.
They got a chance to win it, and, they're out of the national title hunt, but they got a chance to win the conference, and that's a big deal. So, anyways, we both like Oregon getting 6.5 points. Game 2 is the Big 12 championship played in Jerry World in Arlington, Texas. Baylor and Oklahoma. Baylor is getting 9 points. We like Baylor getting the 9 points.
Yeah.
They've been the most improved team in the Big 12 the last month, and I don't think anybody could argue that at this point. And I'm not picking an upset. I think Oklahoma will win, but I think it's going to be pretty close, and that's a lot of points.
I think Oklahoma's going to win too. It depends on, I think, Oklahoma's going to need to win this game convincingly. So that's a little bit concerning there because 9 points is a good win. But, if they're planning on putting it on them, this could get.
I think it's going to be high scoring again.
But-
Something like, I'm thinking 42-35,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. But, I mean, we saw this game a few weeks ago. And
it was high scoring.
It was pretty high scoring. I think it was like 34-31, but that's covering 9 points. And I think that both these teams are close enough in terms of their overall team.
I think they are too.
Baylor's got a better defense too, so they're going to be able to limit Oklahoma on the offense, I believe. And I think Baylor's
They got the best defense
a good
in
enough offense to
in the
put
Big
some
12.
points on Oklahoma. So I do think Oklahoma's going to win, but 9 points is quite a bit here. I'm going to go ahead and go with Baylor to cover as well.
Yeah.
So.
Third game, the SEC championship. What a big game that is. Georgia and LSU playing in the Mercedes Dome in Atlanta. LSU's giving 6.5 points. I like LSU a lot on this one, Drew. Georgia, I just don't think they're going to be able to keep up with them. Scoring points. LSU is just a point machine right now.
Right.
And I think they're just going to lay them on there. I'm saying 3 touchdown win. That's how bad I think it's going to be.
I just don't trust Georgia's offense at all.
That's what I'm saying.
They've had some good games this season. This past weekend, in fact, they put like 52 up on Georgia Tech, but it's Georgia Tech. LSU's defense really showed me a lot when they
Against
played
A&M.
A&M this past weekend.
I mean, they just shut them down.
Yeah, and really, A&M, they got a touchdown, but it was kind of a weird drive for them where they had like a 60-yard carry with their running back, and then they kind of just got in the end zone. The whole game, they shut down A&M. I mean, the receivers couldn't catch the ball, as if 7 points is a lot of points anyways, but they really just kind of dominated that game from the very beginning until the end.
I'm saying 42-24. That's my prediction.
I think that's a good one.
Anyways, we both like LSU.
I think LSU's going to cover, yeah.
Big Ten championship, another biggie. Ohio State, Wisconsin. They're playing this one in Indianapolis.
Another rematch.
At the Lucas Oil.
Lucas Oil, yeah. That's the
So
Indianapolis
it's indoors, so you're not going to have to worry about weather or anything, which is good. For up there, it's definitely good.
Right.
Ohio State is giving 16.5, and we like Ohio State to cover. I think this is going to be another big win. 20 to 25 point victory by Ohio State. That's about what they beat people by on average.
Yeah.
And actually on average is more than that, but they beat everybody this year by 24 plus, except Penn State.
Yeah, both these teams had a great week last week. Wisconsin beat Minnesota and got the Paul Bunyan axe or whatever in their rivalry, and then Ohio State beat their rival in Michigan really badly.
Watch out for Chase Young. He's still got a shot of winning the Heisman.
He does, yeah.
And if he pulls out a 3 or 4 sack game,
yeah,
and gets up to close to 20 sacks or whatever for the season, even though he missed 2 games, that might be enough to win it.
That could clinch it. Who knows?
Yeah.
I just think this Ohio State team is up there. If they continue to win these games, and
I think it could be one of the best teams
it could be
ever.
one of the best teams ever.
Yeah.
I mean, we're looking at like
it's historic so far. It's historically great.
Yeah, rarefied air here in terms of how good their offense is and how good their defense is.
And I was a little bit concerned about Ohio State doesn't even have to win this; they're in no matter what. Okay, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But Drew brought up a good point. They didn't have to win last week either, and I think they got too much pride on that team, and they're just not used to losing. They're not used to not playing 100%. I mean, that's pretty obvious. So we like them covering 16.5 points.
I'm bought into what Ryan Day's selling up there. I just think he's getting these guys ready to go.
And we're finally buying into Clemson, our last pick. Virginia, Clemson, they're playing at North Carolina, the Panther Stadium
in Charlotte.
Yeah, it's a ton of points. 28.5. We're taking the Tigers. And I bought into them. They've convinced me. Didn't believe in them a couple of months ago, but I do now. And they're one of those 3 elite teams out there, and I think
they could be the best team.
They could be. I mean, I really don't know.
It's
I'd have to
LSU and Ohio State.
Yeah, I'd have to say Ohio State at this point, but I think it's going to be a complete blowout. Like it's not even going to be close. Okay, like something like 52-10.
Yeah.
Like I think they're just going to throw
their defense is too good.
Yeah, they're going to throw the gauntlet down on the Cavaliers, and I don't think they got enough to even stay on the field with them.
There's just such a cavernous difference, valley, canyon, whatever you want to call it, between Clemson and everybody else. Because I really think this is the ACC.
And Virginia is everybody else along.
And they're the best of it, I think.
Yeah,
I don't know who else. I mean, who's better than Virginia?
Well,
besides Clemson.
Nobody.
Miami's not good.
Nobody on the Clemson side. Clemson's division.
North Carolina might be the most improved.
Yeah, Virginia Tech is probably the 3rd best team.
Virginia Tech,
they lost to
but
Virginia.
they lost to Virginia,
right.
So it's just a cavernous.
I think it's gonna be a blowout,
a
big blowout. That one's gonna get ugly. I think it'll be over with at halftime. That's it, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share. We appreciate you watching. Hit the notification bell because we'll have more videos coming out. Appreciate you watching.
Thanks, guys.